Um, Hello there, everybody on YouTube, Facebook, Google Plus, GameAnyone.com, and wherever else I place this video. Um, for those of you who are wondering, um, for those of you who know me on YouTube, my name is Cryogenics, and I'm not coming here to talk to you as Cryogenics. I'm coming to talk to you as Mike, uh, and actually, like, legitimately talk to you guys. Um, I have been doing this for almost 8 years, and right now is probably the one time I probably would need support from the fan base that I do have, more than what I would normally give. Um, I'm not a big name here on YouTube, and I don't ever see myself becoming a big name unless something strange happens. And while I can accept that fact, it makes doing YouTube a lot harder than what you would realize. As much as I would like to spend the time and take time to sit here on a day to day basis and record and upload and things of that nature, unfortunately, I'm not really able to do that. I have things, real life things, that I have to take care of. I don't make a lot of money doing this. I don't make any money. I think in the past 2 years I made like $2 doing this. Um, but that being said, there are things that I have to take care of. I'm married. I have a kid, and those two things take priority over everything. I've had to work a 9 to 5 job. Not really 9 to 5. It's whenever I work, but a regular job like regular people, and still try to do this at the same time. And I have gone through 3 jobs in a couple of months, and not through my own fault, but due to the fact that I was trying to find work through a lot of places where I live hire through staffing agencies, and constantly getting screwed over by staffing agencies with jobs that only last a month or a few days or whatever hurt. And it causes me to do things that I don't like to do. I've had I have rent I have to pay. I have electric bills I have to pay. I have phone bill I have to pay. I have loans out for money so I could buy food for my family that I have to pay back with interest. And I have I'm now in this part where I'm constantly struggling to discern if my paychecks, whether do I pay a bill or do I buy food. And I know somebody could say, well, you can just apply for food stamps. Trust me, I have tried, and I have been denied every time, mainly due to being screwed over by a caseworker who isn't willing to do her job properly. A caseworker who says that we qualify for medical assistance but do not qualify for food assistance, even though I fall under the guidelines for it. A caseworker who wanted me to send in proof of employment papers for 3 jobs I didn't have anymore. And because I didn't send them in, again, I was denied because she wasn't paying attention to what I was saying. So, why am I telling you this? Why am I getting very, very intimate and telling you like these little things about me? And it has to do with the fact that even though I'm not big, I work just as hard, if not harder, on this. I don't have an editor. I don't have somebody to make thumbnails for me. I don't do thumbnails. I don't have the time or the money to afford brand new programming. I can't afford capture devices. I can't afford high end computer equipment. I mean, my headset is broken. Only the mic works. I haven't been able to replace it, and that's why, for the first time in a long time, on this weekend, I am going to be doing probably a 24-36 hour live stream on Twitch. And I already have the game scheduled of what I'm going to do. Now, the reason why I say 36 hours and not 48 hours is, again, I still have a job I have to work. And I work from 3 to 11:30. So I'm going to need some sleep after Friday night. So what's probably going to happen is I'm probably going to start it probably Saturday around 12. And I'm going to go from 12 Saturday, 12 p.m. Saturday, all the way until 12 a.m. Monday. That way I can still fall asleep and have enough sleep to go to work Monday afternoon. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, if you've got it scheduled, what games can we expect? Well, here's the actual rundown of the games. It is a game that you're actually interested in watching. Make sure you show up. I'm not sure when they'll be, but just remember, keep your eyes open. Now, some of the games I've done before, some of them I haven't done. Now, if it hasn't been done before, I will be pulling the walkthrough over to YouTube, so it'll be here also. So don't worry about that. But I'm going to start things off on this live stream with a quick little run through with the arcade mode of one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 2, Guilty Gear X. Then we're going to follow Guilty Gear X. Oops, I not expected to jump that fast to the next page. If you're looking here, it says, good question and how does moles. These are a couple IPS files I have. Basically, they're ROM hacks. So we're going to go through that. Go through a couple of ROM hacks just to see how they are. And then we're going to take another quick little jaunt. I can get it to show up and not jump through. A quick little jaunt through Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter and the original places. Here we have two fighters surrounded by bookmarking two ROM hacks. Then after that, we're going to head into the original Super Mario World, which shouldn't take me that long, followed by Little Nicky on the Game Boy Color. Then a quick little game of College Football USA 97, The Road to New Orleans. Followed by a nice quick journey into Japan land with Parodius Da Shinwa Kara Orawa E. Then we're going through the classic NES game Contra. Then one of my personal favorites, WWF Royal Rumble. Followed by Little Nemo the Dream Master. Then we're going to suffer with Back to the Future on the NES and come back with the original Super Mario Bros. This will not be an actual basic run of Super Mario Bros. In fact, Super Mario Bros. Was something called, there's a website called retroachievement.org, and it allows you to have, and there actually are achievements for classic games like Mario Bros. And in fact, there are achievements for NES games, Super Nintendo games, Game Boy games, Game Boy Color games, Game Boy Advance games, Sega Genesis games, and TurboGrafx 16 games, with talks of doing other systems like the N64, the original PlayStation, Game Gear, and serious like other games like that. So what we're going to do for Super Mario Brothers is it's going to be, like I said, one of those let's get achievements in Super Mario Brothers. Try to get as many as we can during the run we have. Then we're going to take a nice little quick look at Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie for the original Game Boy. Then we're heading back to the Land of the Rising Sun with two Japanese games. Ghost Reaper Mikami, Yoreshi wa Nice Body, which is actually a really fun platformer, which a lot of people have never heard of. And then we're finally going to end up with a nice Japanese wrestling game, Zen Nippon Pro Wrestling Dash Sakai Psycho Tag, which is good. And then we're going to end it off with Tetris. Now, Tetris is different. I have something very special planned for Tetris, and you're going to have to watch the live stream to see what I have planned for Tetris. Tetris. It's going to be a little bit different than most people playing Tetris. Something a little bit I want to try. live, and it's a series that I've tried before, but no one's ever seemed to bite on, and you'll see it when it comes. Now, like I said, the reason why I said that, the thing is, all these games I've beaten before, and I can beat really easily within a couple hours. So it should be relatively easy to beat these games without any problem. Like I said, not only am I going to be doing this, I'm going to be live streaming these games, but at the same time I'm going to be taking donations, and those donations are not going to go for me buying a new laptop. They're not going to be going to uh, buying more equipment or new games. This is going to be money going into my pocket so I can pay bills and rent and have a little bit of extra cash and not have to worry about going out and getting loans. So I can try to get at least back in the positives. And that's really the main goal of this whole series, is to get back into the positives, monetary wise. And I hope everyone understands that, and I hope I'll get people to show up. Watch them. Like I said, the stream will start on Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for those of you who were wondering. And yeah, I'll see you right then.